We're keeping this.
Welcome back to Two Idiots Talking Shit. It's been a while since our last broadcast, but we have lives.
Upload. We're on the radio channel.
Technically,
Uh,
you can have digital radio. But that aside, I'm Idiot 1,
and I'm Idiot 2.
and welcome back to another hour of useful/useless discussions.
Also known as Two Idiots Talking Shit. Did we say that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, we did say that. We're moving on.
We had a hashtag at some point, but I honestly forgot what it was. Something with an S.
Most probably it is not important. That's why we forgot it. It's something to do with beautiful
Yes.
and
Something.
loving yourself.
Yeah, but you know what we're about.
Yeah.
Or I hope you do.
So in today's tits, we are going to talk about
Mutants.
okay. What about them?
Mutants are evolved in every way, form, and fashion.
Not really.
Yes?
Have you seen the mutants at Chernobyl? I'm pretty sure they're things destined to die.
Counterpoint, X-Men.
Counterpoint. They're fictional.
Counterpoint, still mutants.
Counterpoint. Real world mutants die really fast.
And yet here I am.
Debatable.
To those confused, I'm the normal part of this duo in the fact that I am lactose tolerant.
That doesn't give you an advantage in the real world whatsoever. If anything, it gives you the disadvantage of having to drink cow tea excretions.
I can have cheesecake.
So can I.
I don't shit.
I just shit afterwards.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, so what's the problem? Shitting is one of the life's most gratifying things.
If it's solid,
True,
which you don't have.
but liquid shit leads to very fast expulsions.
Do
It's
you want-
one and done. I don't even have to flush the toilet sometimes.
See, listeners, with that logic, he'd also be shot through the roof of the bathroom. But, besides the point,
I call that phase lift-off. That's if I drink way too much milk.
see, in my opinion, lactose intolerant people should be culled.
In my opinion, lactose-tolerant people should be culled, because that is not the way that we were meant to exist.
We weren't meant to live past the age of 30 either, but look at us now.
No, we were meant to live past the age of 30. We were always meant to live past the age of 30. What we were not meant to do was drink cow titty milk. We're the only mammals in existence to practice that in adulthood.
Not a good argument, because we're the only mammals in the world who do a lot of things.
We're the only mammals in the world that have milk as an adult dietary input.
We're also the only mammals in the world who have artificial flight.
Yes. Is that part of existence?
Yeah.
No. That is not part of our normal existence. This is very basic level stuff, okay?
Mhm.
You have omnivores that eat leaves and that eat meat.
Yeah.
You have carnivores that eat meat. You have herbivores that eat leaves.
And then you have
And
vegans,
vegans, herbivores.
but... Yes.
But you do not have any animals that are milkivores. You know why? Because that was not meant to happen.
So you're saying milk has no benefit?
Would you suck on your wife's tit for milk?
Not for milk, no.
For milk?
No.
Would you drink human breast milk?
No, I've heard
Why?
it is. Why?
Why wouldn't you?
Because we have cow titty milk.
No. Why wouldn't you drink it? It's this
It
almost
tastes-
the same excretion.
Tastes different.
Have you tasted it?
I've heard stories about
Ah, but you've not tasted it, have you?
it. Okay, before the New Year's, I'll aim to find some. and try it out.
You are a very fucked up man.
But you have to think of another argument aside from the fact that no one else does this.
But that's a good argument. That's why you want to discount it.
Not really.
It's unnatural. It's against nature.
Everything
Look,
humans do is
look.
unnatural.
No. All of our base instincts, they're natural.
Oh, you're going down below.
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I'm going high above.
Yeah, we're not going high above. We're staying down below. We are staying down below. This is a down below thing.
Milk makes us stronger.
No, it doesn't. We can eat other things.
Milk makes your bones stronger.
We
Calcium
can have
deposits.
calcium through so many other means.
Okay, fine. Green leafy vegetables and bones, yes.
Yes.
But why go through all that trouble?
Why go through the trouble of rearing multiple animals that have been slowly increasing the greenhouse effect and global warming just to get some cow titty milk?
Listen. You're just salty because we can have
If
it.
we grew plants more and tried to get calcium that way, guess what would happen? We would start reabsorbing some of that carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, wouldn't we? Instead of farting cows, eating the grass that is taking in that carbon dioxide and releasing so much methane, they are one of the risk factors of greenhouse effect.
Let's all go vegetarian then.
Then we would be doing the same thing the cows are doing. We would be eating the plants that are saving the planet. Stop being an idiot.
What's the name of the show?
Two idiots stop. Yeah. True. But let's move on to the shit part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Yes.
Which means when I eat milky things, it just goes through me like a missile.
Yes.
Or gives me bloating and shit. But there are other foods that go through you like a missile.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think that is?
See, until recently, I would say it's because the food itself is like that. But then two people can eat this exact same food and have completely different reactions.
Yeah. For example, really spicy food.
I can't handle it.
No, not about the taste, about the shitty.
Mm.
Like, I've heard of so many people complaining about, if I have too much spicy food, it goes through me so fast and I will be shitting for the rest of the day.
The same thing with Taco Bell.
Is it an intolerance problem?
Or is
Do
it
they have a different type of intolerance?
spice intolerance?
Capsaicin
Capsaicin
intolerance?
intolerance? No, but the thing, yeah, probably because they can eat it. It's just that their intestines don't agree with it.
Yeah. It's not like they have some disease like celiac or
No.
irritable bowel syndrome.
They function normally well just after a horrific night in the bathroom.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know.
Does the body react to it like it would react to rotten food? But
I
rotten
don't
food
think
gives
so.
you food poisoning, right?
Yeah, you go the pathogenic route. This would just upset you. It wouldn't debilitate you.
So why?
A genetic component, maybe?
Maybe? If we were to make the perfect meal to make somebody shit the most, we would get a lactose intolerant man
Yes.
who is also
Spice intolerance.
spice intolerant and give them the spiciest butter chicken you could find
Oh, yes.
with a lot of butter.
Yes, yes. Combine that with a drink of laxatives.
We don't need to put that beats the purpose.
Would these be considered natural laxatives to those people?
Maybe?
You think we could progress towards a future when instead of prescribing someone laxatives, we know their spice tolerance level or lactose tolerance level and then give them that instead?
I think there is harm associated with that.
Like,
At least for lactose intolerant people,
okay, leave lactose aside. The spice part.
maybe.
Because either way, you're going to feel miserable afterwards.
Have you ever burnt your ass?
No, actually.
Me neither. I thought you would have some personal experience to rely on.
See, I'm unique in the fact that I can't handle spicy food, but that's in the upper end of my GI. My lower end's fine. For those listening, GI means gastrointestinal tract.
Yeah, he's using big words to sound smart.
See, in real life, I'm 4 feet tall. I have to get something.
Sometimes. Sometimes I think that you won't disappoint me, but you find new ways. I think you lie awake at night and think about how do I disappoint him in a different way.
I mean, out of the two of us, I get more sleep than you, so...
Yeah, apparently you come up with these ideas real fast.
True.
So you do think about them.
No, not my conscious mind, but I do have some weird-ass dreams.
For example.
For example, remember that one time that I had to change my... So in the program that I'm currently enrolled in, we have group works and seminars and stuff. So I had to change groups due to some travel issues. Completely legal travel issues.
We wouldn't be doing anything illegal.
Mm-hmm. So long story short, I had to change groups, switch some dates around. All that was good. The next night I had a dream. I had to write a petition to appeal to the National Education Minister of the world. Think about that. National Education Minister of the world. That makes no sense. It should be International Education Minister of the world. Not national.
Yeah. But what if in your dream world it was one nation, one world, one nation?
So Nazi Germany or Pangea?
Well, Nazi Germany isn't the only people who are for one world, one nation. I think it would be effective.
That is a unique perspective because you have the same idea, but from two radically different perspectives. One is the unity and harmony perspective, and one is the dystopian perspective.
Yeah, well, you can have those two perspectives on anything.
Yeah, like bacteria.
Okay. Speaking of bacteria, you know bacteria names, right?
Yeah.
They have some fucked up long names.
Yeah.
How? How did somebody name things?
That long and fucked up?
No, that is the end of my question. How did somebody name things?
Well, I was thinking about this, and I can't go in the same direction as human names, because human names have culture. Example, Muslims have their own rich, not mythology, doctrine, not doctrine.
Theology.
Theology, that is the word, theology.
See, why is it called theology? Who named it theology? Why did we name a bag a bag, a bed a bed,
A wall a wall.
a wall a wall?
Why do we name things things?
Why do we name things things? You think
What is the basis of all this?
you think a giraffe thinks about the leaves that it's eating like, those are leaves. I shall eat those leaves with my mouth.
No, it just knows those make me less empty, and it eats them.
Does
To be
it?
clear, listeners, we're not discussing the origin of a word in a different language. Like, we're not saying why is bag not called something similar in Spanish. We're saying why is a bag, in any language you care to name what it is.
Yeah, how did people come up with that name?
Yeah. How did people know to call each other people?
Was there a proto-language to all language?
Probably. I'm assuming somewhere in Africa.
Yeah, I mean, that's where humans began. So probably, as time went on, they got these. They started calling things mixtures of sounds, so that it's easy to identify and communicate to each other.
I have a theory. See, all animals, big or small, have a frequency of sounds that they deploy to communicate.
Yeah.
Either prey or something's here. Look, I found this. Look over here.
Muskrats.
You sent.
No, not muskrats. Sorry. What are the things that poke their head out from the ground?
Meerkats.
Meerkats.
Yes. Who are related to muskrats.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
But they do the same thing. Not the same thing, but they are known to have different calls for different predators.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, highly specific vocal calls or ranges for depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But with humans, I've hypothesized that we became smarter as generations and millennia went on, and soon sounds couldn't cover it anymore. Because there's only a finite number of grunts, whistles, or sounds that one can make.
Yeah.
So the next logical step was to combine, like you said, 2 or 3 different sounds and make a word out of it. Other animals wouldn't have that problem.
So would it be fair to say that whistling would have been one of the most
Primitive?
ways of communication?
No, because not everyone could whistle or can whistle. So it would have-
Maybe back then everybody could.
we don't know that though. Given the law of variables and averages, it's highly likely that the same number could or wouldn't be able to whistle.
We're talking about very, very old people. Okay, they're not even Homo sapiens yet.
Homo
Like,
Neanderthals.
Homo Neanderthals.
I'm thinking more along the
Different-
lines of grunts and expressions.
I don't think so. I think there would be vocalization.
But not whistling.
Whistling is, when you think about it, whistling is a sound that we can make that is very high pitched, so it can travel a very long distance. The law of sound says the longer the wavelength, the shorter the range of travel. That's why you can hear a squeak or a tuning fork
Very
from
close by.
from really far away. You can hear like a
Low drone.
yeah, like that disturbance, that ringing in your ear
Yeah.
type of thing. Like that higher pitched sounds can travel faster, and it can cut through all the monotone that's going on around. Let's say we're in a forest. There's a bunch of we're walking through grass and shit and leaves, and somebody whistles. You can hear that from like a kilometer away
People
if
still
it's
use
loud
whistles.
enough. Yeah.
Our version of echolocation, without the location part, just
We
the
do
echo.
have echolocation. Blind people, they can echolocate.
True, but I'm saying to the degree of bats or dolphins.
They can. It's surprising.
Don't dolphins and bats have a specialized organ in their brain?
Yeah, but blind people who have learned full echolocation, they can drive bicycles and shit in traffic because they have live echolocation.
No, fair point. So if we had whistles for all of that, why did language evolve?
Probably what you're saying, like it became harder and harder to communicate more complex ideas. Because I think the main thing that humans have over every other species is the ability to share memories.
In a manner of speaking, yeah, probably. Not just ancestral memories, but
Literal.
yeah, vertical transmission.
Not no horizontal. We have vertical. Every
Same generation, right? Yeah, horizontal transmission.
every animal does have the vertical.
Yeah.
Meaning like a
Instincts and behavior.
like a baby
so on.
chicken. Baby chicken. Chick.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate to say chick?
Yeah.
Chick. Chick. Like a chick.
Yeah.
It knows to be afraid of big things. A baby boy
Does not.
knows to be afraid of strange people. Starts crying.
I think that's more a question of less familiarity.
Yeah, but
It knows.
it knows that is hardwired in its brain. If it's suffocated, it knows to start crying.
If it can. Sorry, that was
What
dark.
the fuck?
I love kids. I hang out with some very weird people, okay?
What the fuck?
Moving on. Look, if you're gonna suffocate, you can't really cry.
Shut the fuck up. I think you've lost your talking license.
Disclaimer, we had never killed anyone in our lives.
I doubt it. I have never killed anyone. I doubt you.
Look,
Moving on.
you know how inefficient I
Moving
am.
on.
Yes.
A baby chick will never be able to tell another baby chick, hey, listen, this big fucker, this big one with the blue shirt, that's the one that plucked my tail feathers off. Stay away.
Yeah, it'll just say, bad, stay away.
No,
In its own
it
language.
literally cannot say that. It cannot specify what it knows to the other one.
Yeah, it can only specify what it's been taught.
Like it can specify like warning,
Yeah, but it
or
can't say
something like
what
that.
it is.
It cannot say, okay, this is happening. We should stay away from this. But humans evolved the ability to tell that to another person, like, hey, if you go in the woods, there might be a bear there. They're fucking scary, and they might rip a hole in your ass.
Another hole in your ass. You already have a hole in your ass.
I was not referring to the literal ass, like.
Yeah. But bottom line, horizontal transmission is what we're capable of,
Yes,
which few other species are.
yes. Still does not explain why we started naming things the names that they are.
Yeah, what is the reasoning behind bag?
Maybe it's modification.
Of?
See, you can have a word that initially, like, the person who discovers it may name it something simple. Let's say water.
Okay.
The person who maybe the person who named water because water something similar to the word water that meant wet. Something like that. Get what I mean? No, that's
Yeah, no, because
okay. No. Simpler example. We need simpler example.
laptop, for example. Take laptop.
Yes, laptop. Initially, we had computers.
Yes.
Then we got a smaller version of the computer,
Which could fit on you.
which could fit on top of your lap.
Hence the word.
Hence the word laptop. And initially, it was not only called a laptop.
It's called a PC.
No, it was called a laptop computer.
Yes, it was.
It was called a laptop computer. And then over time, we've shortened it to laptop. And now some people call it a lap.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
No, some people do call it a laptop.
I know, it's dumb.
Like, bring your lap. People say
Better
that.
than Lappy.
Yeah. No. You're on something tonight.
No, people have. I've heard people call it Lappy.
Okay. But bring your lap. Even I say that sometimes. But in a
Yeah.
in
not
a
an ironic way.
different language.
But see, and now the word computer, more often than not, signifies a setup at home,
Yeah.
not a laptop specifically.
Yes.
Like we say one or the other, bring your computer or bring your laptop.
But now, if you look at the generations, like 20 years from now, they'll be calling a laptop, a laptop computer, a lap,
Or just the top.
or Allah, or whatever.
Yeah.
And the word has been completely modified from what it was, what it began with. And sometime 40 years into the future, there'll be two idiots sitting in front of a laptop going, Why are things named the way they are? Why is this called a law?
So for future people, you know where to start.
Yes, we give you permission to start it at 2040 as two idiots talking shit too.
Yeah. Or two tits.
Two tits?
Or tits too. Titties?
Titties.
Titties. It's on you now. It is on you. The people of
In
the
2040, we're gonna continue. For now.
We'll be alive then, yeah. What are we saying?
Yeah. So,
But that's something to think about. Language. Any linguists listening? Linguistic majors?
no, none. Nobody listens to this.
We will at some point in time.
Yeah, this is for us.
If we produce offspring, they'll listen to it. We as in individually, not together.
Hopefully.
Although we do make the perfect human, if you think about her qualities.
Let's not talk about that.
No, intellectually.
It sounds very, very, very weird.
Okay, don't take us for example. Take any two people, right? Not involved in a romantic way.
Uh-huh.
Friends, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Or two or more. Let's say a maximum of a group of 5 people.
Okay.
Yeah? Each of them has qualities that you like. Each of them has qualities that you dislike. What if you could just take qualities and combine them into a new being?
You know what, like Dragon Ball Z Fusion Hearth shit?
Sure. Let this be a middle ground between illegal genetic engineering and Dragon Ball Z.
So Dragon Ball Z Fusion Hearth shit.
Yeah. Like, would you love that more than your own kid?
What the fuck? I think I've lost track of the conversation, or you just made a jump without having some part of the conversation that you had in your head.
Honestly, probably both.
What happened? You were talking about combining people.
Yes.
Would you love it more than your own child?
Look, that combined being, right? It would have the best qualities of people you respect and like the most in life.
Yeah?
Hell, you could have qualities from your father, for example, which is how kids work. Never mind. But
Yeah?
if you had the power to create that fusion, would you rather do that, or would you rather have the somewhat random assortment of genes that make up a kid?
I would rather have the random assortment of genes.
More fun
Yeah. It's like playing the lottery, except you lose
every time.
every time. That is how the lottery works.
Yes.
But yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, if you had a perfect human being and you had to raise that thing, it would be impossible.
It would raise you.
Yeah. The fun in getting a child is raising it.
True.
Like teaching it the flaws that you have, at the same time teaching it to be better than what you are.
It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Like, look, I have this, you don't have this. If you do, you suck.
Yes.
You no suck.
Yes.
You be good.
For example, if we have somebody that really doesn't want to have a child and then gets a child,
Yeah.
like a friend we know,
Mm-hmm. They have a very, very interesting view on kids.
but if they did have a child, it would be very interesting to see how that child is raised. I bet that child would be one of the most interesting children you've ever met.
Oh, hands down. Yes.
Yeah.
Because if and when she got married /
She or
pregnant,
he.
she or he, they got pregnant / adopted a kid, whatever. They aren't the type of person who'd run away from responsibility, even though they say they will all the time. They would stick around. And they wouldn't neglect it.
And then we can start trickling down some of those qualities
Yeah.
into this child, and you start getting a very interesting combination of self-hatred
And yet
and
self-confidence.
self-love
Yeah.
and self-confidence and a complete weird fuck up.
Who aces life.
Yeah, I need more people like that in the world.
Yeah, fair point. I guess this is why genetic engineering isn't a thing.
Yeah. But I read something like interesting today, I think, today or yesterday. It basically said the reason that we have a higher incidence of mental health issues than, let's say, the older generations.
I thought you were going to say with respect to animals, but sorry.
No. Than the older generations is mainly because the older generations, when they had their school life going on, when they had their young adulthood and their childhood,
Formative years.
yeah, all of that, when all of that was going on, they were learning how to take care of themselves, how to take care of others. At the same time, they were learning about education. Education did not take all of their lives, like, it did not consume their life.
They had responsibilities.
They had other responsibilities, which balanced out everything, which led to them having a view of, okay, this is how I earn money, this is how I live my life.
Yes.
But while the younger generations were brought up, they did not have that part about this is how I handle life. They mainly had the part about this is how I make money, this is how I'm going to advance forward. So in the end, by the time you finish all that and you're getting to the point where you start being more aware of your existence and your reasoning for living, you suddenly look at yourself and you have nothing.
Yeah. Like, I look at my dad or my grandparents, and I have some friends even. They are multi-talented, not to like a genius level, but enough to get around in various crafts and arts. Yes, I said arts. I said crafts and arts.
Yeah.
And the part of the beauty was that they were taught how to do it, and not perfectly.
Yeah.
If they were taught perfectly by a perfect human, we would die out. We would die out as a species, and no one wants that. But that being said, today is a shorter version of Tits because we have responsibilities in life.
And we have holidays to look forward to.
Indeed.
Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all our listeners.
And we technically on the internet you don't say Merry Christmas apparently. You say Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Because apparently Merry Christmas is insulting to people.
And given how the world is today, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Well,
that being said, this is Idiot 1.
And this is Idiot 2.
And we apologize for the short broadcast this evening.
It's not a broadcast, it's an upload.
It's an upcast.
We'll see you in the future when Idiot 1 is not drunk. Thank you for listening.
Bye.